glad that we get to meet up and talk about some vinyl today, man. Records, vinyl. I don't know. What do you prefer when people say like records, vinyl? Like, you ready to say records or vinyls? Like, what's your term?
Man, I like saying records because
Right?
I
Yeah,
say
me too.
vinyl, and
I understand.
like if a person that collect. All right, if you say vinyl off the rip and the person knows what you mean, they probably already collect, and that's tight. So yeah, using the word vinyl, you're kind of like, you're probing. It's a probing word. It's like, hey, do you like vinyls? And if they respond, you already know like the ice is broken. You can like jump deep into the conversation about records, or a little deep. But I think
Yeah,
records is just kind of like the global term. But yeah, so I don't mind when people use either word, but I think I say records.
records.
But
Yeah.
it's
Well,
a little bit of both. But I say records more than vinyl. Yeah.
yeah. No, I agree
Um.
to that
What
because
about
like,
you?
well, it used to be vinyl until like actual hardcore vinyl listeners were like, dude, I don't say vinyl because, kind of like the statement you gave. And I'm like, damn, whoa, that's kind of like, I say whatever. I get mixed up between vinyl and record. If people ask me what vinyl is, like, I'll be happy to say, oh, it's records. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not like a snob. I'm not like a snob or gonna be like, oh, you know what a vinyl means? Like. But no, I prefer records because, it's just original, it's organic, and when music
Yeah.
came out, they'd start out in records, right? That's why I
Yeah.
think. But going into like records and talking about music, music's like our everyday life. Like, we gotta listen to something on the way to work, when we're working out, or just, being in the
Yeah.
moment. Like, fucking music, dude. Like, music's always gonna be our go-to. If you play it, you listen to it. To me, I know I'm just like passionate about it because like I think it makes life a whole lot better. It's definitely like that drug that you need, like
Yeah.
listening to all kinds of stuff. And the cool thing about music is you get to collect it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a library. It's like you
Oh
you
yeah.
you like you are your own creator. And I think there's a lot of music out there in the world. The marketing's so fucking big that yeah, I think like whatever you collect, you have a story to it. You know what I mean? There's a story
Yeah,
to
for
every
sure.
fucking record. And I think this is like the beauty about music. And we could talk about these records that we're about to talk about, our top 10 or our favorite 10 vinyls that we collected. Because sometimes when people go into your house, they're like, oh shit, you got records. And then they get to see stuff, and it's kind of like a library. You know what I mean? And it's good to have you on this show, not show, but podcast I'm trying to do, is that you're a big time music person. You play music. One of your main instruments is like percussion, drums, anything that could go from the hardware of a drum or like digital percussion. Like, you've been to multiple, like a lot of bands, you're still playing music. And I'm very honored to have you on this so we can
Oh
talk about
man,
music. You know what I
dude.
mean?
Hell
And then
yeah,
like,
dude. Thank you.
yeah, and I've been inspired, just like your friendship and like all like the feedback of music. Cause I remember back in college when I met you, like you would say some bands like, who the hell is that? You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
when you get into it, like, oh damn, this is different. I don't like it right away, but when I got into it, it made a lot of sense to me. And
Yeah.
it was like, dude, it's fucking gnarly. You know what I mean?
You said something about like, the collection and everything. And dude, it made me think back of like Napster. And even I
Oh
was
my
even,
gosh, yeah,
like I was even proud
yeah,
of my Napster collection, and it wasn't physical.
yeah,
It was all in MP3 form. I was very proud of it, and it does tell a story, dude. Like, you can just, even when, not to plug them in, but even when Spotify does their freaking yearly recap,
yeah,
and it shows you. I got a daughter and another one on the way, but freaking, when a song pops up that you wouldn't listen to, but it's in that top 10 because you listened to it with them, it still tells your story of that one year. So like, it's just, that top 10 really does say a lot about a person.
yeah,
My top 10, man, dude, this is all stuff that got me really excited about. What made me choose it is it's stuff that got me, one, really excited about music, and two, really excited about collecting, because there was a period where, like, dude, it was just hard to find records. Like, your favorite bands weren't even pressing records. Like,
Yeah.
it's nuts. And when they were pressing records, they were doing it in a very limited run. So, man, you didn't even really get your hands on it. And if you got your hands on it, you didn't even realize how special it was, dude. Like,
Yeah.
in the moment when you were buying it, like, a lot of my records, man, I've gotten it at like merch booths at the show. I go to a show, and dude, what's really tight about getting a record at a show is you know, typically they're you know, they'll sell all their records that they have in stock, right? But, you know, they'll tour for that record, and then you can pick up that record. And a lot of times they're behind the booth, dude. You can get it signed. So that's really my experience with most of my records. Is
so you got some fine records.
I've gotten them at shows, man. And this year I got in. What's up?
No, I was like, nah, that's so badass, man. I can't wait to hear these your top 10 records, man. Like, I know they're gonna be sick and they're gonna be awesome.
It's crazy, yeah. Man, so this last year, because of the pandemic, I finally got into, you know, getting records online. And yeah, you know, the experience is just not the same. And I keep looking over here because that's, you know, this is where I have my stuff.
Dude, that's awesome. That's a nice collection there.
I'm always obsessed with people's setups, you know what I'm saying? I don't even have my speakers set up right now. I really, like, honestly, man, I really don't listen to my records. To me, it's more like, man, it's artwork. It's a lot like a sneaker collection to me. Like, I also have sneakers, but, you know, my top sneakers I don't really wear. That's kind of how I feel with records, especially now that sound quality is crazy. You can edit sound to sound any type of way. So what you're getting on Spotify, you can get it out of a record.
Like, going to like the record conversation, man, like, I started collecting records at the age of 20. And I remember, like, my first record was given as a gift. I had a record player that was given to me from my mom for a Christmas gift. And then she gave me like 2 records, and those were my very first 2 albums. And those first 2 albums was The Strokes' First Impressions of the Earth. And the second one was Gorillaz, Demon Days. And that's when it all started for me. But like, going back into your collection topic about like, hey, my whole setup and all that stuff, like, yeah, like, I think it's just the quality, and it's just like a artistic view of like, hey, this is like, you know, it's just organic. You get to see the art, you get to see the record, what color record is. I don't know.
The story the band wanted to tell, like, dude, you know.
Especially the sound quality. And like, I collected records from the age, I think it was my sophomore, junior year, I started collecting, and I probably had over like 100 records. And then when I turned 28, I don't know what happened. I guess I was just hungry for money. I just had some goals. Oh, I used that money for buying instruments. I sold all my fucking vinyl records. And then now in 2020 came around, I was like, hey, my goal was to start collecting again. And I was like, why do I want to collect records? And to me, I'm like, I just want to get lost in my room, read a book, do art, and just listen to sound quality music. And so I thought like the best quality will be, you know, records, vinyl. So that's why I started collecting again. And this is why, one of the reasons why I started this episode of like talking about vinyl. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting, but get ready to go into your zone.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to listening, because my next step for me is the reason I don't listen to my vinyl as much is because I know I need to upgrade my freaking record player, or at least my needle. So I like, honestly, if you got a plug out there that can talk about that for like an hour, like what to select for a needle for your record player, dude, damn, that would be a great episode. Anyway, that's just an idea. That I gave you that one for free. Anyway, here we go.
They don't sell that needle at Best Buy, that's for sure.
No, but my first record that I actually bought, and dude, I don't even know the name of this freaking thing. Oh, and it's kind of the same way. It's kind of the same way that oh yeah, okay, so Minus the Bear, this is my very first record. They make They make I bought this at 180 grams. All right, shout out to San Antonio. I bought this at 180 grams.
Right.
I bought this at 180 grams. I was probably
that
like
was your first
19 or
record?
19. This is the first record I bought, dude. I was probably
gosh. Yeah.
I was probably between 18 and 21. Dude, I was probably between 18 and 21 years old when I bought this.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's crazy how you...
Yeah, dude. If it was 180 grams. Oh, that's
right?
a badass one. Yeah.
Bro, so I bought it because I was getting into Minus the Bear, and I already had kind of a collection that my parents handed down to me, and my parents had some like just classic rock stuff, dude. It's crazy. Classic rock in Spanish and in freaking English. So
that was the first record, Minus the Bear. Do you remember
that was the first record
and that's the EP right there. That's the EP for Minus the Bear.
That's an EP, dude. It's called They Make Beer Commercials Like This. Dude, this thing, I bought this at freaking 180 grams. I can't remember the guy's name behind the counter. And that place was awesome.
And the first track is like, that's it. Man, that's awesome.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So, I guess this is number 10 in my records. Bro, this is actually my favorite Minus the Bear album.
Oh my gosh,
Highly Refined Pirates. Dude, like this is freaking, I don't know how to, I take care of it the best I can. I don't know how to take care of it any better. It's still yellowing, you know? It's crazy. It's got the freaking ring mark. This album's awesome, dude. I can listen to this album so many times. I freaking this was one of those Napster albums, dude. Like I pirated this album before I even bought it. Look at that, dude.
Shit. Oh my gosh, that looks like
a turquoise marble.
That looks like that looks like a smear painting on that record. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with color, man. This is kind of like the holy grail. If this was a sneaker, it'd be up there, dude. Its evaluation is just crazy.
And a lot of Minus the Bear best tracks on the album, like I've seen the Party at the Fly Honey Warehouse.
Yeah, dude, their song, that's so funny.
They're fucking badass, man. That entire group, like, I don't know what they're doing now, but man, I remember so many good tracks from it.
I do know they retired and they made it a whole Hold up, did you go to the farewell tour with me? Wait, we went to the farewell tour.
No, I wasn't there. I remember I texted you. I was like, hey, how was that show? Because I knew you were going to it. Because you probably told me about it. And it was the Tare Melos and Minus the Bear and someone else. But Tare Melos is another sick band like them, you know? Even sicker, I think.
Dude, it was freaking it was Minus the Bear, Tare Melos, and the opener was, I don't know if you listen to these guys, but they're worth listening to. They're about to release stuff. It's very math rockish. Freaking JD Beck and Domi Keys.
JD Beck.
Dude, that drummer is amazing. He's from Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas area.
Highly Refined Pirates is a definitely great album, and especially that's a band that got me into that type of music that you got me into, because you're the guy who got me into like math rock. And
no way. No, hell no. Because you plugged me into the Bad Plus though.
Yeah, so, I know, but I mean like math rock, finger tapping, very progressive, very aggressive music. And I remember one of the first bands that I heard that when you told me about math rock was Maps Analysis. And then it went on from that. You know what I mean? But going into math rock, because one of these bands I'm about to pull up, I went to a show in San Antonio at the beginning of 2019 in March at the Limelight. I just wanted to go see them, and I was like, my goal is to go see them and buy their vinyl, and that's what I did. Shit. So this is Wander. This is Wander by the band is Wander, and the album's called March. And dude,
record is sick.
They're math rock, post rock, shoegaze. They're from San Diego. Headless Queen Records. I'm not too familiar with that record company, but dude, all the songs are fucking badass. Like, if you love Explosions in the Sky, if you want to listen to something a little bit 10 times faster, maybe on crack or coke, this is it right here, man. Like, it's just like, it's a victorious, glorious album, man. Like, they're really good. And like, the guys are very humble. They're very chill. A lot of the album work or pictures. There you go. Something like yours.
Woo!
Turquoise, flash of
That
paint,
fire.
whatever. Yeah, supposedly these pictures were taken from all over the world with their friends and artists. Supposedly that was a music festival right there. You could tell with like the balloons floating, whatever. But yeah, dude, this album is a badass album. It's I don't know, it's definitely a masterpiece. Like, going into the post-rock world, like, I mean, these guys, to me, this album tops up with like probably one of the best post-rock albums of all time.
Man, this one, dude, if I would have bought it brand new, I wouldn't have opened it. But man, yeah, same way. To me, this band is like freak, man. They're probably like, all right, Explosions of the Sky is my favorite.
Yeah.
And they're like kind of like default like favorite, right? Like, we're from Texas, so they don't really count like as far as like a discussion goes. Like, they're like automatic favorite. But dude, this band is my next favorite as far as like instrumentals go. Excuse me. But dude, the Mogwai Fear Satan remixes.
My god,
dude, Kicking a Dead Pig, like. This is a collaboration with various DJs, bro. This is not just Mogwai. This is Mogwai and like some of the top EDM DJs in the world.
Dude, let me elaborate on that, man.
Tracy, all right, go.
Tracy, that song's the best track on that album. Tracy after Fear Satan, right? Or Mogwai Fear Satan. Yeah, man. Yeah. There's so much good stuff. I love that album, dude.
Man, I love this album.
That.
If you got a long drive, this is the album, dude. Like, this is the album. Because the second you're falling asleep, a big wall of sound is gonna hit you. This is a really good album. Let's see.
So it's like a collaboration album, like DJs.
Exactly. So I had to get it, dude. I got this on Discogs. I had to find it.
But you know what I think? That's like probably the best record with like collaborations of like instrumental music. Like, that one
might be
awesome.
Right. I can't think of a better one. And then this one also, I'm obsessed with the colored records.
Damn.
It matches the sleeve. And yeah, also this is good for anyone that's wondering like what you get off of Discogs. If you buy off of someone like, you get this album is expensive. I got it at a decent deal, but this is a little bit of damage here, but still, man, let me
guess. You bought that
priceless album. Priceless. Yeah. How much? What do you think?
I was going to say like $70-$80.
Yeah. Around that, dude. I can't remember the specific price, but yeah, if you're, in my opinion, if you're topping over $60 a record, you're just, emotionally attached to it.
Cool.
I'm not saying not to get it, but that's why I got it.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm going to get it because all the records I'm collecting are all instrumental records.
Just like, rare.
That's what I want. Yeah. And my experience with that album was probably my last year in college when I saw the America skateboarding movie, and it was called This is Skateboarding, America, with like Andrew Reynolds, all these other badass skaters, Ed Templeton. And their outro of that skateboarding movie was Tracy. I'm like, damn, this is badass. Like, and then when I saw like the credits of the music, it was like Mogwai, Tracy, and it was that album. I was like, dude, this is awesome. And that's how I got into that album. So,
dude,
I was kind of late. I think I was late to the party for that album, but everyone was late to the album if you weren't too much into the internet, because the internet is just like the quickest way to get information. But yeah, dude, that's a sick album. I'm jealous of that one. But man, I love Mogwai, dude. That's like my second. Well, I could say second post-rock band, but yeah, they're like my top 5 easily bands. And the vinyl, the vinyl I'm gonna go into is you gotta remember I don't have a big selection, so this is what I'm picking. But I used to love this band a lot when I was in high school, and just get pumped up. And it's definitely the emo screamo new metal, but Glassjaw.
Oof, bro.
Everything You Want to Know About Silence by Roadrunner Records. This came out in 2000, and this is when you hear a bunch of like, I don't know, it's just hard. It's like hardcore screamo new metal, and they're a band that definitely shaped the music, I think. So this album's very heavy and fast. If you like Deftones, you're definitely gonna love it. If you like some kind of new metal, kids with like tight shirts, baggy jeans, Adidas,
man,
whatever, man. This is it, man. This album,
that was sick. It.
And I remember seeing these guys in the Vans War Tour my first time, and I was just blown away. So that's how I got into them in high school. And I knew it was a new thing because I was into punk in middle school and high school, punk and ska and reggae. And then I saw these guys like, oh shit, they're gonna change my perspective of music in a heavier atmosphere way. So this is a good album. My favorite track is Rai Rai Song. It's like super pump, super energy, sounds kind of positive, but their other songs are very heavy, aggressive, and it talks about a lot about suffering, depression, but it's very fast. I think they're heavier than Deftones for sure, but if you're into that kind of music, check this one out, man.
Yo, that's tight. I almost chose that one, dude. I mean, I almost chose Deftones, Deftones one, dude. That one's dope.
Yeah.
I don't have that one, but I want it, dude. That is dope.
And I didn't want to show it, but it's a it has like the black record, so it shows like all like the needles, the pills for the day to take. So
yeah,
it's a black one. Dude, and I think I got a Hogwild Records for like $18 in San Antonio. So
is Hogwild still going?
Yeah, they're still going. They're open. Yeah. So
God bless them. That's awesome. Yeah, man. I used to buy at Hogwild too. I can't remember what I bought at Hogwild, but I used to buy there. Okay. Well, dang, man. Since you mentioned Warped Tour, dude, I'm gonna go into that.
All right. I think I might know,
bro. This one is man. Okay. This is the beginning of my letter ends, obviously.
Yeah.
But freaking NOFX, The Decline, man. Okay, so this one they had like a lottery of which one was colored and which one wasn't. I didn't win that lottery. I didn't win that lottery, but dude, this album, 17-minute song, one album, you cannot beat that.
Dude, it's the best fucking song ever from them.
Yes, and here's a badass part about this album, man. Is it flips over at like just a really cool part of the song. So like you're listening to it, and then it just loops on one riff.
Oh, okay, I see.
You get what I'm saying? And then it's time to flip it over. It's so tight how they did this. That's one, cool. Man. So it has yeah. So it has an A and a B side, even though they could have just done an A side. Yeah, dude, this is really cool.
And I'm pretty sure, I feel like NOFX is probably one of your favorite punk rock. Oh man, I never seen that before. I used to own this. I still have the CD too. I remember I got it.
No way, that's tight.
Yeah. I remember I bought it at a little crappy mall called Macritas Mall, and I must have been like a sophomore when I got it. But The Decline is it's a powerful album. It's very political. It talks about a corrupt government. Well, that's every NOFX album. But something about NOFX with Fat Mike's voice and just like their Melvin and Hefe and their drummer dude, like that. To me, they're my favorite punk band of all time. Like no matter what, they're always like crappy or silly, but like they're just badass, man. Like they're true artists.
Yeah.
And NOFX means no fucking straight edge.
Yeah.
And dude, I love NOFX, man. Like I don't care. Like I don't care who you are. I love NOFX.
man, me too, man. They were purposefully crappy, like, and in a very cool way, in a lot of similar. And this is not a like, man, it's not a close comparison, but I feel that same way about Modest Mouse. Like Modest Mouse, they weren't great, but like it was like purposefully crappy to get their point across.
Shit, don't get me started about Modest Mouse. That's another.
Yeah, I know. I won't. I know you love that.
NOFX and Modest Mouse is another.
That's so tight,
podcast. I'm gonna go into this album because I'm glad I picked it out, even though I stated that like, hey, I just want to pick up instrumental albums. But this is by the singer from Animal Collective. His name's Avey Tare. But this band is with the drummer from Ponytail and the girl from the Dirty Projectors. So this one's called Avey Tare Slasher Flicks, and this is like a psychedelic indie pop. Psychedelic indie pop. What else would I describe them? I think that would be it. Psychedelic indie pop, lo-fi music. But if you know Animal Collective, you know how they get down.
Dude.
Yeah, I love Animal Collective, dude. Like that guy's voice sounds like he's singing underwater or something. Like I feel like there's bubbles coming out of his mouth when he sings. And this has it has 2 records in it. And it's called Enter the Slasher House. That's the name of the record.
Yo, that's a badass record, dude.
And my favorite track in this one's called Little Thing. You could definitely get lost in this album. If you know Animal Collective, Animal Collective is like the superhero of indie pop and tropical music, or some kind of like foreign music, you know what I mean? Like when you listen to Animal Collective, it's like, dude, no one sounds like them. No one will ever sound like them. I feel like the next Avatar soundtrack should have Animal Collective in it because, dude, they're
I got a badass Animal Collective. Damn.
Yeah. So
I can't believe I didn't choose an album. That's so dope.
Nah, you're good. We can talk about it later though. don't go reaching to Animal Collective. Yeah. But you have Animal Collective records? Oh my god,
dude, that album is dope.
Which one?
Yes, I got a few Animal Collective. Man, I got I for sure got the Merryweather one, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, that one's good. But you know my favorite album from them is Strawberry Jam. I love the Strawberry Jam.
Strawberry Jam, bro. That one's hard to get. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's not easy to get.
Do you have it?
If you get that one, like, damn. No, because I want to buy it in person. I don't want to order it. No.
Dude, the last song on that track, it's called Derek. Man, that's like my favorite track.
I only have one Animal Collective. Dude, that is a sick album, though, you got there, bro. That's tight.
Animal Collective is a big timer for me, man. Like, sometimes when I talk to young kids, like, mid-20s, like, dude, Animal Collective, you would never understand. Never understand.
Yeah, it's crazy. Dude, we grew up in a crazy time, man. We experienced a lot of stuff, our generation.
Yep.
So I don't think there's going to be a generation that can adapt nearly as much as us. Oh, well, these guys for sure were inspired by Animal Collective. So, man, Drugs to the Dear Youth by Tara Melos. This is a full-length album. Well, what they considered full-length. Dude, this was tight, man. This is when like 1 minute songs were coming out and they were just hard, right?
Yeah.
Man, I bought this one from them at a show, probably
at the Warhol.
Dude, at the Warhol.
I think I was there.
This is
I think I saw you
crazy. Yeah. At the Warhol. Man, this is a really good album, dude. I didn't have a record. I didn't even have a record player when I bought this. I was like broke.
Dude, it's not a good record. It's fucking badass record. Oh man, I never seen that before. Shit, that's tight. Supposedly that's supposed to be like the main guitarist there, I bet, with his little beanie on. That's trippy. Hell yeah. And this was back in 2008 or 9 or 7 when you got this?
Yeah, this was like
07, 06.
Yeah,
I think 07. When we just turned 21 probably.
Yeah, man, this was early days. Yeah, this is when before it was called the 1011. This was called
there you go. Before
yeah.
1011. Yeah. And the thing is, like, that album is like an introduction to like all kinds of genres. Like, hey, if you want to get into math rock, listen to the album. This, like, seriously, honestly, like all the music, like, podcasts and reviews I listen to, this album's like top 5 for like math rock, jazz, math rock, jazz. And remember the drummer.
Yes.
Remember the drummer was like a dude. Their drummer was sick. He was like a mathematician.
Oh yeah, this was their first drummer.
That was their first
drummer. Yes.
Yeah, dude. And like, he pursued his career to be more like a professional professor, or something. You know what I mean?
Scientist, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
wow,
insane,
dude. Well, so this was, man, I don't know if you remember. This was a big show, bro. We booked this show with
you and Mark, right?
Yes, me and Mark. We booked this with By the End of Tonight and freaking like crazy bands from San Antonio, bro. It was tight. This was a cool.
I'm trying to remember who else was. It was By the End. You said By the End of Tonight, right?
Yes, and remember they had that split EP, which I don't own. Which I don't own.
I used to have that one. I'm surprised you didn't buy that one. Cool, dude. That's an awesome album, man. Right now,
that
we
was
got
a good memory. Yeah,
we got some badass records going on right now. And I'm gonna go back into the band you were talking about earlier with Mogwai, because I love Mogwai, and I went to the show with you in Austin like almost over a year ago before my wedding, and this is it. Every Country Song by Mogwai right here. And this is a special one to me with Mogwai, because I feel like Mogwai's other albums after 2010 were kind of like, they're all right, but this one brought back a lot of their loud noise, shoegaze atmosphere. And they have a lot of good tracks in this one. Like, so my favorite track is Every Country Sun, which is the last one. And then Party in the Dark, and Crossing the Road Material is fucking badass. And this one's by Temporary Residence, independent record. And, Mogwai being from like Scotland, Glasgow, Scotland or whatever, dude, this album is sick. And I wish the vinyl was like different colors, but it's not. So, but the middle part, just has like some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But this album's badass, man. Like, if you really want to get into Mogwai, you're like first time listeners of Mogwai, this might be the album, because it's very catchy. They're very positive. They have some heavy stuff in it, and this is one of my favorite vinyls I have, and I'm glad I have it. So this is their 2017 album right here.
Oh, at the Drive-In Relationship in Command. Bro, this is the original release. Man, okay. Bro, this is on Grand Royale Records, bro.
Oh no, who's it?
This is on Grand Royale.
Grand Royale, okay. What made me think they were with Fearless Records? I'm stupid.
No, they are on Fearless. Hold up, dude. I got the re-release that's on. Bro, this is crazy.
I don't know that.
Okay, so dude, this is the original press. This is the re-release. Look at that. Like, this is the original first press. Mint. As mint as it can get. This is the re-release that I got at Record Store Day, like years later. What year was this released?
Dude. Why is
I don't know.
Driving? Dude, okay, so go.
Anyway, bro, this started so much, right? This was like a pioneer of like, what post-hardcore?
Yeah, they're post-hardcore, and they started as being an emo band. But the thing is, like, their sound is very dynamic and very unique. So if you want to put a weird category of like, this band doesn't make sense to me, you might as well put Mouse Mouth right next to them, because they're just like wacky, weird.
Wow, you're right.
They're like everything else of like hardcore, post-hardcore, punk, emo. Like their first album before that, people would signify as that, oh, this is emo. But then like this album before In Casino Out. In Casino is a damn good album, but this one's even like the next.
I have that one.
That's like the next step right there. Like Cosmonaut, man, I love Cosmonaut. In Letter Depth, if you know, you know, After Driving, they're a very political band, and they talk about One Arm Scissor. They talk about the people who are trying to get into like America from Juarez, Mexico. So.
Oh yeah, bro. These guys are from Texas, but now they say they're from fucking Cali.
Nah, they're from El Paso.
Yeah, they be saying that though. I'm just throwing that out there.
So you know, Omar Rodriguez is like the Woody Allen of making fucking movies that's making music, you know. Cedric is the mind to it with his outrageous singing.
Bro, and they're kind of math rock.
Oh no, they're math rock. Yeah, for sure.
They're math rock. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I know that.
They're math rock.
They're in that category, and also they're in that they're in that
punk. They're in the
post
punk category. Dude, they're so tight. Well, honestly, all right. Well, at the drive-in, are we?
That's the 2000.
Right, what's the category?
2001.
What's the at the drive-in categorization? What is their genre?
Oh, it's post-hardcore. Post-hardcore.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then when they became Mars Volta, what?
They're experimental.
And then when they became Mars Volta, what?
They're experimental,
psychedelic,
post-hardcore, psychedelic, yeah. But they still had heaviness to them, you know?
Okay.
But going to the post-hardcore, this is the album I have. And I got into this album in high school before the first album I heard was Full Collapse. So this is Thursday. Woo! Waiting, their 1990 album. And if you like 1999, I'm sorry, 1999. 1990 album, Waiting. And, you know, I love fucking bands that are just like emo, screamo, simple photography, artwork of like the sky, whatever's around them. I think this one's like a white record. But Thursday's one of my favorite bands too, dude. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I love those guys. They seem very nice. I have a couple discussions with them, just like, hey, what's up? Cool. But
yeah.
Jeff Rickley is probably one of my heroes just because like he's very humble and you know, Thursday's Thursday's a post-hardcore screamo band / emo, and I don't know, this album's sick, dude. Like they're not a depressed band, but they talk about struggles and stories. You know what I mean? And they talk about society too, as how we're suffering as being like a union, but Thursday, I feel like Thursday's an emo band because they're not talking about themselves. They're talking about how we are suffering together as like people. So that's what I love about Thursday. And at the drive-in says the same shit too. Like we are suffering and we're being fucked in a certain way. You know what I mean? So that's why I like Thursday. They're very political. That's why I love at the drive-in. They're very political. And emo comes from not just being depressed because like you got heartbroken. It comes because society is killing us. You know what I mean? That's why I like Thursday. And one of my favorite tracks is Dying in New Brunswick because it's fucking badass. It's like a slow burner, but Dying in New Brunswick, that track is about the singer dating this girl and his girlfriend got raped and she's like, I fucking hate the city. Like everything sucks about it. You know what I mean? So it's a fucking badass song.
Shoot, well, man, I got another Thursday one. I got Full Collapse right here.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Dude.
Victory Records.
Man, Thursdays just exactly. I mean, just to add on or piggyback onto what you said, they're just one of those bands. They were pivotal in my growing up. Let me see. This one's colored also. This one's a really cool, like, splash vinyl, dude.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
It's like it looks like mud. It's tight. I like it a
That's
lot.
crazy.
Yeah, dude. They did a really good job with this one.
Dude, I swear, like
Um,
that Thursday logo is like the shit, man. That fucking dove,
mm-hmm.
like it's so
Yeah, and
badass. Like I wish I could get a tattoo of that.
they're very and yeah, they are very humble guys. They always come out and talk to their fans. Um, and yeah, I think that's cool because kind of like I don't know. I like when bands come out and talk to their fans because I mean, you make music so people listen to it, right? So it's just kind of verification. But yeah, this one I bought it at a show.
At the Thursday show,
Yeah, I bought this. Yeah, dude, I bought this back in the day. I don't even know what year this was.
was it with Rice and Coheed and Cambria?
Yes,
Are you serious?
and the ticket said fucking Cambrio,
Oh, Cambria, dude. I'm jealous, man. I wish I would have went to that tour. Do you see him in Houston or Austin?
Houston, at the Engine
Houston.
Room, and
Oh my gosh.
that place doesn't even exist anymore, bro.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
this is a badass record.
Like,
Man,
dude, just to let
I have a lot of favorites on this record, dude.
my favorite is yeah.
Fuck,
There's a
I
lot, man.
like
I
a
can't.
lot of.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay,
I
hold on.
like my favorite political song is Autobiography of the Nation, and my favorite emotion song is Standing at the Edge of Summer because it talks about
Yeah,
a person passing away that he's never gonna see again. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
dude. This whole
how long
album's
yeah
fire.
how long is a night is badass too though. Like I love when he says like I have to like close my eyes to cancel out the sound. You know what I mean? Like, dude, his poetry is amazing on that.
Yeah,
And Paris and
yeah,
Flame is another political song. Dude, there's so many political songs on that. But like, if you want to like, it's like the emo songs are more like damn, I guess like Concealer's about like a relationship.
yeah. I like
Um,
understanding in a car crash.
Understand
Damn,
the Contrast is
dude.
badass.
This album really inspired my drumming. Same thing with the at the drive-in. Oh yeah, a lot of these, bro. Also, a lot of these really inspired my drumming. I didn't
Right.
mention that. That was another filter in my top 10. Like what really connected me to music and what really inspired me as a musician. Yep. For sure Thursday, bro. They got like some really
Dude,
fat
that's
beats.
awesome.
Like, aren't their beats like, dude? They're heavy, but they got some fat beats. Like
Yeah.
stuff a
Tucker.
DJ or a producer could sample and put in hip hop
Yeah.
or any genre, dude. Yeah. So
Man, I
anyway,
could, dude.
yeah, that
I'm
was our
hyped though
Thursday.
with
That was our Thursday segment. That was a good one, dude.
dude.
Man,
That album, I could probably talk forever about it, man. Like I
for real,
remember.
that album's
Okay, so
fire.
this is another podcast I want to create. This is a podcast I want to talk about. Like, hey, what are albums that you fucking hated and did not like, you pushed away, but then you end up becoming your favorite album? That was Thursday.
Wow.
I remember being a sophomore or a freshman in high school. I'm like, dude, I hate that song, Cross of the Eyes. Like, dude, I will never listen to that kind of music. And then I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, it was just a genre I never even heard before. You know what I mean? And so, like, Victor
Yeah.
Records has bands like Snapcase and Taking Back Sunday,
Yeah.
all kinds of crazy bands, right?
Dude,
And
all
so when I
kinds of
heard it,
great bands. Yeah.
yeah, all kinds of great bands. Yeah, exactly. And then when I heard that album, I was like, dude, this is nasty. Like, I don't know if I can get into that. Like, you gotta be,
No shit.
yeah, I did
Bro.
not like it. I did not like it. And then this is what happened. And then I remember kids were listening to it in high school. I was like, and I started seeing shirts of the Thursday logo. I was like, what the fuck? Like, y'all like Thursday? And then like I remember one
Or do
time,
you like the day Thursday?
yeah, right? Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
I remember that, dude. I remember. Okay, go ahead. But I
So I
remember
remember,
going through what you're explaining. Go ahead.
yeah. And I remember I remember like a couple friends like, okay, Thursday. I'm like, what the fuck am I missing? Like, I'm missing something. And I remember like, just like chilling, you know, smoking. And then when I heard Concealer definitely like dropped like with their, they went from like one kind of like, I'm trying to remember the terms of music though. they had this one melody and they turned to a different melody. I was like, dude, that was tight. After that, I was like, oh damn, this is badass. And like the guitar tones, and that's what got me to like the pure emo screamo like scene. I was like, oh shit, this is like pure emotion. You know what I mean? It's pure emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I understand like, oh, this is emo screamo, like emo screamo, American football, Stacia, like, oh, now I get it. So it took me a while. I think it took me probably like a few months, and then I was like, dude, it's the best album ever. You know?
Anyone can like, you're tripping, cause dude, like it's like R&B. It's R&B sometimes, dude.
And it's
bro, like,
dude. Also, it's like it's shoegaze too. Supposedly, like some kind of like like it's like back in like all the people who told me about this band in high school, they were into Deftones, and so when I heard it and I really got into it, I was like, oh, no wonder why you like it, because it has some kind of like shoegaze, like reverb guitar riff in it. So I get that now. But yeah, dude, there's definitely R&B in it. Yes, I get it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, same thing with Deftones. Yeah, like really fat beats. Like, dude, seriously, Deftones was almost in my top 10. I just didn't choose them because, I don't know why I didn't choose them.
Going on the Thursday trip, this band was recognized by Thursday. So I'm going to go weekend before at South by Southwest back in the day with a lot of Dispute, and they used to be with No Sleep Records, is Touche Amore. Lament.
That's a good one.
And this is one of their newest ones, and it's all, you know, it's about this. He's still recovering from like, you know, his mother's death from cancer and stuff, and you know, he's still grieving about whatever he's gone through in life. So, but this is a damn good album by Epitaph Records, and this album is very vibrant, very vibrant. I didn't think this album was going to be good, but it's pretty damn good. I think this band took the pictures in Joshua Tree somewhere in California. But Touche Amore, dude, they're a damn good band. Like, they're definitely some kind of like screamo post-hardcore. And I remember, I'm not too sure if you remember them. We saw them at like some show in South by Southwest with like Native and a lot of Dispute.
Yeah, I remember. Damn, Native.
The girl, the lady was there of a record company, and I think it was
Sargent House.
Sargent House, yes, she was there, like the manager, the co-founder of Sargent House. Dude, Sargent House is big time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they discovered probably the best bands.
They discovered all my favorite bands.
Like Russian Circles, you know?
Russian Circles, Tera Melos, freaking
Tera Melos. And
they eventually freaking Zach Hill hella freaking they eventually signed Omar Rodriguez Lopez, all his projects. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. So this band is very connected with all kinds of like record levels, and like Lament is a good album, but if you want to listen to their best stuff, listen to like Is Survive By or Stage 4. Those albums are badass, but this one's pretty good. This was a birthday gift from my sister and brother-in-law. Like, I just got this album like a month ago, but it was one of my it was my top one pick of 2020. So my favorite song is there's a lot of good songs, dude. Their first track is called Come Heroin, badass, and their last track called The Forecast. And that one sounds like some kind of like, it sounds very like emo with like a piano, and then like the guitar riff and the bass line gets real heavy like Deftones. So it's badass, dude. This is a good album, man. Like Savoring is a good track too. It's very fast, a lot of blast beats. And I'm glad I got this on record.
I'm still gonna stick to this emo wave. Damn, this is just kind of like a high school anthem album.
Oh my god,
dude! Taking Back Sunday, Tell All Your Friends.
Another Victory Records. Oh my god,
dude! Victory Records. And bro, this is a big deal because I mean these albums were all produced by the same producer. This was produced by Saul Villanueva.
Yes, I know the
Same
history,
thing.
dude. Yes, I know the history.
Same thing here, bro. So
Yeah,
these are bands that
dude.
kind of that really blew up because of their producers. And I
Dude,
mean, obviously, they're really talented, bro. They came out with anthems, man. Freaking No
hey,
I-N-T, Cute
you,
Without the E, Cut
dude,
from the Team.
how I do. You know how I do is like the shit. The first
Yeah,
track.
dude. This album started yeah, exactly. This album went off off the rip. It was really good. Let me see. Is this? Yeah, this one's
Dude,
uncolored also.
and you know how I heard about that band? I think I bought a Hawthorne Heights CD, and it had like
No
a
shit.
Victory. I think it was like a Victory Records
The
compilation.
samplers.
The sampler.
I love the samplers, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, right. Back in the day,
I used to love those.
And 21st Century of Romance, whatever, the fifth track on that album, dude, that album's sick.
Yeah, this is a
gosh.
really good album.
Dude,
and
from
man,
beginning to end is good. And,
yeah, it's really good. This is a good one to road trip to. Man, I like the vintage artwork.
Yep.
It's just so vintage, dude.
Cute Without the E is a badass song.
Even the back, I just love,
You know, what was a funny music video was that one with Flavor Flav with Your Soul Last Summer.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That's true.
And the thing about that album too, it's no one's gonna sound like that album because it's definitely like somewhat of like a emo. I'm gonna say it's like in the post-hardcore, but I think the bass is loud. The bass and drumming is very loud, and that's what makes it very unique about it because it's very like it's very vibrant. It's like there's a light to it. There's like a light to its sadness, and it's like a celebration album too. You know, it's just like it's weird. Yeah, well, yeah. Whoever produced that album, man, dude, they made it sound like it was like a fucking blast of air.
Like this album and this album continue each other. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're like
it's like an expression, and like you're never gonna understand it. It's like if you're a certain person who's like, oh, I just want to listen to nothing but like Slipknot music, and then you hear this one, you're just like, oh shit, like it's just like a bunch of like it's hype, dude. Like it's all hype.
I think a lot of it has to do with how like the snare and the cymbals are mixed. Like a lot of it, and you'll really notice it in music like this. You'll really notice it in instrumental music. And dude, I'm crazy about how a snare is mixed, bro. Like you sent me something like 2 weeks ago. You texted me, you like, yo, what's up, man? I was like, trying to stay awake, driving home. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you sent me I can't remember the artist, but dude, that snare was so crisp. And that's how I feel about those albums. Really good snare, really good cymbal mix.
All right. I got a good album right here, man. It might seem kind of off though, but it might be, it's probably my second favorite jazz record. But this is something that came out a long time ago, man, before we were born. And this was based off the Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack. So this is Vince Guaraldi Trio.
Damn.
Dude, this album is bad. Like, if you like jazz, if you just want to hear some, like, very soothing, it's very progressive, too, I feel like. Yeah, drumming, bass, piano. This is it right here, man. Like, my favorite track is My Drummer. And, a bunch of, like, Snoopy jazz, whatever. But supposedly this is based off of their, that Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas. And this was made in 1965, dude. 1965. Damn. So I'm glad I have this one. It's a green record. And guess where I got this? Guess where I got this one for $20? Target.
No shit.
Fuck it. But it's one of my. Dude, I've listened to this album since I was like 6, 7 years old. My mom used to play it all the time every Christmas. And this is a damn good jazz record, dude. Like. My favorite jazz band is the Bad Plus, but it comes with some artwork too. But this album's sick, dude. Snoopy shit, you know.
Yeah, I like that.
But if I was ever to create a band, hopefully if it's with you in the future, I wish it was just drumming, bass, piano, or just like, something simple, very minimal.
Yeah.
This album's badass, dude. And Pitchfork has done a review on it. They're like, dude, this is probably the best jazz album of all time. And I'm like, damn,
really?
How did they? Yeah, Pitchfork did a review. Like, hey, this might be the Vince Guaraldi trio might be the best jazz album of all time.
That's crazy.
I'm like, nah, not better than like Miles Davis, but it's up there. This album's up there in jazz. Yeah, and it's all instrumental. Bro. Fucking love instrumental stuff though, but
me too.
That's one of them. I got that album.
Man,
what else you got?
Damn. Shoot, these here are like, man, all right, these last three are not only like some of my favorite records, but man, these are also like my more valuable records, dude. Like these.
Go for it.
These are all right. RX Bandits, bro.
Oh my gosh, I've heard that.
You remember this album?
Time. Yes.
And The Battle Begun.
And The Battle Begun.
Freaking man, I got this in person. This tour was
it in Austin?
Dude, no. I went to both shows. This was both Austin and I got this in Austin, but I went to the San Antonio show, and the San Antonio show was so dope. I went the next night.
With Portugal the Man.
With Portugal the Man, but who was that opening band? Who was the opening band, dude? The opening band was dope, too.
It was a heavy band, too. Kind of heavy.
Dude, it was dope. This show was so amazing, bro. This was worth it.
Dude,
anyway.
It was the same people in that record label.
Damn it.
That band.
I can't remember.
Who was it? I can't remember.
I can't remember the band, but
I'm going to search it. I'm going to search it under the discography.
Look how beautiful.
Damn.
Bro, look how nice it looks together. Like, wow. It's amazing. Anyway. Yeah, this is a great record. Very rare in the sense.
What's the record company?
Dude, this is on Sargent House.
Sargent House. Dude.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, and
Sargent House, man.
Who the hell? It was all Sargent House, with the exception of Portugal the Man. That show, but freak, dude, that was so awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like, I was there at that White Rabbit show in San Antonio. Like, we saw Portugal the Man was before RX Bandits, but there was someone else though. I can't remember who it was. But dude, that's an awesome album, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So good.
Look at the back. The back is just like a drum set.
Dude, and that band has like all kinds of like genres in it. Like, it's like instrumental, it's reggae, it's progressive.
Yeah.
It's ska. Alternative.
When they were first hitting work tours when I was in high school, bro, they were they were a ska band.
Yeah, they were ska
band. They were not good, dude. Like, I don't know what happened between high school and when I got to college. Fucking Matt Embre just became this like god of a guitarist, dude. He's amazing. Like, he's like Mozart. He's crazy good. And then he's matched with an awesome drummer, dude. I can't say his last name, but his name is Chris.
Dude, that third track on the album is just like, dude, it's insane. Like, I love that one, man. And that band has members.
Yeah.
That band had members that joined the Sound of Animals Fighting too.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you don't know Sound of Animals.
Yeah, their singer is lead guitar on the Sound of Animals Fighting.
Dude.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a good one. That one changed the game on me.
All right. Well, damn, I hope you didn't select these albums because I feel like you probably would select these albums. This is probably my favorite Explosions in the Sky album by Temporary Records. those who tell the truth shall die. Those who tell the truth shall live forever. It's my favorite album, man. From Explosion Sky.
Love that album.
Temporary resident record. This is just a black record. One record only. And what got me hooked into Explosion in the Sky when I was in high school, a junior or senior, I think it was a senior, was that movie, Friday Night Lights. And I remember going to the internet like, who's this band? That made me like cry in this movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Explosion Sky, this album, this is a very like it's not post rock, I feel like. It's just like more art rock. You know, Explosion in the Sky brought like a Texas sound with their reverb, you know what I mean? Like no post rock band sounds like this. Like no one sounds like this. Like no one does. And my favorite track is dude, I think all of them. I love them all. Like I think Great Death is probably my least favorite track on this album. Great Death, which is the first track of this album. But the last track of this one's real good because it's very melodic and very soothing at the very end. And a poor man's memory and Into the Night. I think there's a song called Into the Night. It's like very like dark, heroic, very loud. The drum beats like doom doom doom.
Yeah.
And then like fucking Mark Smith, one of the lead guitarists, is just like do 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 do. Munaf, dude. Munaf is a nice guy. I met him in person. He's pretty cool. But yeah, he's a playboy. I already know he's a rock star. Just by like seeing him. I saw him at the Mogwai show one time. You and I went like back in the day.
Yeah.
But dude, this album is the shit, man. Like Yasmin the Light is a badass.
Yeah, it sounds fire.
I just got this album. I just got it on Amazon, so I knew I had to have it again. And this is my second time getting it because the first time I sold it to someone, so I don't know who
you sold it to me.
Probably, but the first time I got it was on eBay.
It's here on my collection.
Hell yeah! Well, this album's badass, man. Like, dude, Explosion Sky is a big band to me. Like they're very significant and something about them, man. Like I love the drummer. I love his drum rolls, his percussion sound.
Yeah, me too.
They're very energetic on live stage, on stage live. So, dude, if you want to get into instrumental music, dude, this is the band right here.
Yeah,
they're before Mogwai. For me, they're before Mogwai. And my goal right now is to get all their albums.
Quick, man, my Explosions in the Sky collection. Just real quick, this is like, I got the Wilderness. Dude, you sold me this.
That's it? Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, shit. The
Rescue.
Yeah. All of a sudden,
The Only Moment We're Alone.
No. That one's called The Earth Is Not a Dark Cold Place.
Yeah, that's not my bad. Yeah. And then How Strange Innocence.
Damn.
Freaking, what am I missing?
Oh, dude, all of a sudden.
Take care.
Take care and take care. All of a sudden, I miss everyone.
Those
dude,
are
all of a sudden, I miss everyone's like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
That's a badass album. You gotta get that one next, man.
They didn't release that one for years.
Dude, that's when we were in college when we heard that album. All of a sudden, I missed everyone. That's a badass album.
Dude, anyway, I don't want to get distracted. But go ahead. Is it my turn?
Yeah, you're next, man.
I couldn't decide which Circa one. This is sealed. Brand new. They re-released it.
So how new is that one?
This is Juturna on Equal Vision. Bro, this was their first pressing.
Nice.
This got to be like, this is 05. Artwork is amazing.
Yep. I know the artist of that one. That was what's his name? Andrew Esso, something like that. That's the artist.
Yeah, he went on to do all their albums, I think.
Yep, he did all their albums, man. Dude, and like Meet Me in Montauk, man. Oh my gosh. And supposedly, right? That whole album's based out of
the Spotless
Eternal
Sunshine, Spotless Mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't tell you a song I don't like on here.
I do. Act Applaud is a badass song, though.
Oh my God, yes, dude. Yeah, it's like honestly, the first 6 songs are just bangers, dude.
Yeah.
Like
they're
so
all good.
hard. Yes, they're all good, but the first 6 songs.
I don't know where Anthony Green came up with his his creativity of like coming from like say OSN and then making some kind of like weird like, dude, it's like emo art rock, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, the people he picked to be on his team are just like creative people. You know what I mean? Like the drummer's amazing, the bass guitar's badass. One of their other lead guitarists, like he became like a monk for like a year.
Really?
Yeah. Like he did a process in life where it's like, hey, I lived in a cave and I didn't speak to anyone and just stay silent. Like I don't know what the process is on that though, but that's what he did. But and I like how he has that first project with Anthony Green, Good Old War. That album was badass too. You know what I mean? He made it with Good Old War. Remember Good Old War?
What was the name of that album? I remember. I know what you're talking about.
It was called Avalon. There you go.
Avalon. Yes, that album was good.
Yeah, with Good Old War, and Good Old War was a sick ass band too. Like they're like progressive indie rock. That's what they were.
Yeah, they're good. We saw them. We saw them with
the Sergeant House. Yeah.
We saw them with Law Dispute and a little ass club.
Well, I think what it was a Sergeant House like showcase. That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like them with Native, Law Dispute, Touche, Amore. I think the main act was Law Dispute though. Yeah.
Dude, that was so good. That was such a good show.
Dude, that Juturna album is fucking badass, man.
Dude, I got these albums together in a bundle, just real quick.
Hey, but On Letting Go is my favorite though.
Dude, I couldn't decide which one was my favorite album. I like them all though. Dude, I still have these brand new mint condition. This one's pink.
Which one's that one on your left hand?
This one was this is their fucking EP of Act Appalled, The Great Golden Baby, Suspending Belief.
The Great Golden Baby was badass, dude. Yes.
This is called the Inuit Sessions. It's an EP. This is a fucking holy grail. This is like a $500 record. Not even gonna lie. Are you serious? Yes, bro. I'm not lying. Fucking this album's worth a lot of money. All of these albums, my top 10 are all pretty priceless, dude. They're albums I'm not gonna let go for sure.
Hey, but like entering On Letting Go was fucking so insane.
Good. Dude, On Letting Go, I like that whole album. I just like I couldn't decide which Circa album it was. God, I love all these albums, bro.
Yeah, but Juturna, man, like if you want to get lost into like the Circa Survive like atmosphere, that's the album to go to though. It's like their first outbreak, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, for sure.
To me, this one right here.
Oof.
And like, so dude, I got so much to talk about this album, but I'll try to make it brief. Explosions in the Sky. The Earth is not a dark, cold place. This was it for me, man, that made me like discover even more expanded music. You know what I mean? Just like the instrumental world. And like I know I heard instrumental music like just like in the background and stuff like, oh, it's a cool song. But getting to this one was what tracks was it? like Your Hand in Mine.
Your Hand in Mine, yeah.
Yeah. And then like the Friday Night Lights album was just like horrific with seeing Billingsley, the character of that movie, like going through fucking Carter High School and just trying to like make a touchdown to win. And yeah, dude, it made me cry. That movie made me cry, dude. That movie made me cry about people who were trying to like just do something in life at like a high school era. But the soundtrack was that really grabbed me. I was like, dude, who is this band?
Yeah,
and that's when I found Explosion in the Sky. And so the thing about that, when I first heard Explosion in the Sky, an album that got my attention first was this one. I was like, nah, this album's better. Like, this one's fucking raw. This is heavy. This makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
And then I remember like really getting into this one for like college. I was like, damn, this one's even better. Like, this is something like everyone might get lost into, and it's a dream. This one album is a dream. It's very ambient. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like First Breath of the Coma, it sounds bad at the beginning, and then it gets very like ambient, reverby. But dude, it's hard to explain, man. Like this fucking album, you already know the art to that, man. Come on, this band is just badass.
The art is fire.
The only moment we were alone is a badass song. If you like Mogwai, very heavy, very sludgy at the end. That song is that track is like very epic. And yeah, dude, no one's gonna get as heavy as that in the post-rock world. You know what I mean? Post-rock is a genre, right? Post-rock's an instrumental, and they are the kings of like post-rock right now. Like the top 3 post-rock bands to me is like them, Mogwai, and Godspeed You Black Emperor. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me. So
damn, that's a good one.
You got your last album or what?
Yeah, here it is, man. Freaking Francis the Mute.
Francis the Mute.
Oh
my gosh.
Man, all right. So I like this album for many reasons. Obviously, the music is amazing. But
dude, the album's badass.
Dude, freaking, I mean, the artwork is just incredible. It kind of just, it's cinematic to me, the way the artwork is made. It is telling a story.
How did he get that story, though? That's the thing I'm trying to like figure out. Like, how did he get all that information?
It's fucking dope, bro.
It's weird.
It's a 4-part album.
It's a 4-part album, yeah.
Yeah, and it's, it's not typical. Hold on, let me just grab one out real quick.
So when did you get that album?
So this album, I also got off of Discogs. So this one, I didn't originally get, but the condition is just crazy. Just a Elvia Vasquez. It's the entire C side. So this song is, this side is all one song. I thought that was pretty badass.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
One, I was listening to that album a month ago when I opened up for work for the coffee shop, and I got lost into it, man. I was like, oh my gosh, like I love just doing what I do and listen to his music. Like, man, this is amazing.
It's got a lot of elements, man. It's got a lot of Latin elements. Like they really show their like Puerto Rican background in it. Dude, it's just this very just really good.
And, do you know the story to the album?
Do I know? Do you? I don't know it.
Well, supposedly one of Cedric's best friend was in a coma, and like he couldn't speak or something like that. You know what I mean? And then like when he woke up, he died. But there's a supposedly he gave like I think supposedly when he woke up, he had like a fucking long ass dream. But his name was Francis, and he was in a coma, so that's why they call Francis the Mute.
What?
So that's the significance of this album.
Dude, I did not know that.
But dude, so now that we talked about our albums that our favorite vinyl records, what are 3 records that you want to get, you still want, that you don't have right now?
Dude, for me, it's mostly hip hop records, bro. But I want to get J. Cole, Forest Hill Drive. I just want it on record. I like that album, dude. It just had like an indie vibe. It's where he came up in. He speaks about his faith, which, you know, I personally like when people talk about their faith. It doesn't matter what their faith is. I just like to know, like, you know, what keeps people grounded and what, you know, what helps them in their day to day. So I really enjoy when artists talk about their faith. That was one that was one about J. Cole. But in that very same album, J. Cole, you know, talks about his worst days, his most ratchet days. So, and I think that's all of us, you know, like one day we can be right here. And I think at the snap of a finger, sometimes if we're not careful, we can quickly become our old selves. So I really, really enjoyed that album because of just like the times it's gotten me through. So yeah, that's one album I just want to get on record, because either whether it's a good time or a bad time, I always recycle back to that album. Let me see, what's another one? Dude, hold up.
What year was that J. Cole album?
Dude, it's old. It's an old album. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
Hold on, what was it called? I got it right here.
Forest Hill Drive.
Oh yeah, 2016.
Dude, nah, that's a 2016.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was a live version. Oh shit, yeah, that came out in. Oh no. I don't know, man. Spotify has some like inaccurate information. 2014. There you go.
2014, yeah, dude.
2014.
That album's so good. I love that album. But anyway, let me pull up my Amazon because it tells me I have like a wish list on there. Oh, for sure. Oh, okay, for sure. I wanna get freaking Explosions in the Sky. I want to get All of a Sudden I Miss Everyone.
Yeah,
and I also need I need Take Care. But you got to be careful on that one because that one has a pop-up version, which, dude, if you're a big fan of the Explosions, you got to get fucking the pop-up version. That's just tight.
Yeah, that was cool.
And also, I want to complete my Radiohead collection. And we didn't even talk about Radiohead today, bro, but I want to complete that. I want to complete that collection.
Dude, which albums do you need, though? That's the thing.
Dude, okay. I might have bought a record off of you. I'm not sure.
Dude, the only album I have a Radiohead was the live one in the UK and in Rainbows. Those are the only ones I had.
Okay, so I got King of Limbs.
Oh yeah, I had 3. Yeah, I had Kings of Limbs too. Yeah.
Okay, Computer, In Rainbows, which I might have gotten off of you then.
Yeah, you probably got that with me then.
I got this. I Might Be Wrong.
Yep, I had that one too.
Recording, and then man, this is my favorite right here.
Oh, dude, that one's bad. That album, man. Dude, my favorite track is There, man. I don't know.
This is like the Beatles, bro. This is like the Beatles for real. Like it has like a Beatles vibe to it. I also got Kid A and Amnesiac. They released 2 albums in freaking in 10-inch. Dude, 10-inch is where it's at though.
So 3 vinyls that I want to get is Give by the Bat Plus. I want that one.
Oof. Is it available?
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna check. What do you know about it?
I want that. It's hard to find. I don't think you can find it.
Damn.
I really don't think.
All right, what's the goal then? Mine, the other one, the second is like Faithful Anchor by Unwed Sailor. That's what got me. Actually, that's what really got me to post rock because it was very simple, minimal. I don't know if you ever heard the album, but it's by Unwed Sailor. I don't know if you remember the band, but it was like a very simple bass, drum, guitar band, and it was all like post rock. It was all instrumental. Third, my last one that I want is by the end of tonight, Tigers. I want that one.
Oof.
I fucking want that, dude.
That's
That
badass.
bad. That's a badass album. Like,
hell yeah.
I feel like if you like Glassjaw, you will love Tigers because it has all kinds of elements of like genres to it. Like it's very experimental math rock and very just like oh man,
yeah,
it's a beautiful album, man. I love that fucking album. I want it.
Yeah, hell yeah, that album's fucking dope, bro.
I love the fucking Tigers.
I wonder if I have it.
Yeah, you said you had it.
Do have it. Bro, I got some crazy ones. Here's Tigers.
Yes, I want that one, man.
Dude, this one you're gonna trip out about.
Oh, Brooks Ocean? Yes, dude, that's a badass one. I never had that one.
Hold on. But this one's a really crazy one right here. You know this one?
That's by Blur.
Bygones.
Oh, Bygones with Tara Melos. Yes, Tara Melos and Zach Hill. I'm sorry, my bad.
Dude, that's crazy, right?
Artwork. Yeah.
That rare ass record. Anyway, man. Well, shoot. What else?
Hey, thanks for watching Record Sip with Henry and I. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to know more details about the albums, just read the description below and take care.